I'm excited to be here. It's been a lifelong dream to have Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee come to the studio. I've been here for almost 18 years, and I just have so many wonderful words to say about this man. He's the one who in 1956 came from South Korea to Texas and brought Tae Kwon Do with him. So he is the U.S. father of Tae Kwon Do.
Yes, we are living in a crazy world. And not only in human behavior-wise, but also like Ebola. It's a really, really serious problem in the United States. Like climate change. And a lot of things are happening in this century. And Trutopia, when it is realized, it's a great blessing to the humanity. Every blessing requires responsibility. So we must all become responsible children to each other, and so that we can build a happy human society. Now, I like to really ask you, martial art is philosophy. How, punching and kicking people can be philosophy? That was my question, when I was first teaching Taekwondo. I had some problem. In 1970s, Black Belt magazine, and I was writing a column every month, asked me if I could write an article justifying how Taekwondo could be philosophy. And so I was in trouble, and because I didn't know what to write. And so I asked him, give me 3 months, and I really researched and came up with the 7 qualities of a champion. Well, the 7 qualities of a champion, as I explained, first, power, speed. Number 3 is timing. Number 4 is endurance. Number 5, balance. Number 6, flexibility. Number 7, posture. You have to have good posture in performing. You have 7 corresponding human qualities of human champion. First of all, knowledge in place of power. You have to have knowledge in society before you can do anything, right? That's why you have to study good. That's why we require B average and above before they can take black belt testing. Second, you have to be able to think fast. In other words, in order to think fast when you have a problem, you must read a lot, and you have a lot of information in your brain. You can think fast when your problem arises. Number 3, you have to have a good timing. And good timing in the martial art, but you have to be punctual. You cannot be late in school. You cannot be late in your training. You always keep the time. It's that everything is habit. When you have many good habits, you will be succeeding. When you have a bad habit, you will suffer your life, rest of your life. And so at the young age, you must develop many good habits. Everybody understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so, number 4, you have to have endurance in human quality of a champion, and you have to be developing sense of perseverance. Sense of perseverance. Number 5, in place of balance. You have to balance strength in the body, honesty in the heart, knowledge in the mind. You have strength and knowledge, you don't have knowledge and no honesty. You're dangerous. You're dangerous, okay? Now, when you listening to lecture, you cannot talk each other, okay? I want you to really pay undivided attention to really absorb everything you are hearing. And so I want you to really listen and don't talk each other. And you can talk after this session is over. We have all kinds of time, right? All right, now number 6, you have to be flexible as a martial art champion, and you have to be kind, open-minded as a human champion. And you have a good posture in Taekwondo. You have to have a straight mental posture. That's honesty. So you have a 7 physical quality of a champion and 7 human quality of a champion identical. That's the reason why, when you take about one or 2 years of Taekwondo or any martial art training, and children change, and they behave much better. They apply themselves in more study, and they're responsible children. How many of you believe that? Good. Okay. My seminar is a Trutopia. I want to ask you, why do you live? You know, when even many adults, when you are asked, this question, why do you live? They have a problem answering. They think they know, but if you cannot explain academically, you really do not know why you're living. Yeah, why are you living?
Because you make healthy choices. If you don't make healthy choices,
Would you come over here? Why are you living?
because you're making healthy choices. If you don't make healthy choices, your body can go down with energy. You need energy to live.
Say, everybody here.
The reason why you're living is you're making healthy and good choices. If you make very bad choices, you won't live because you don't have enough energy to keep your body going.
Well, that's good. But a really real answer, and all 7 billion people can all agree. Nobody can say, oh no, I don't agree with that. You have to find that answer to really have a good answer. The purpose of life is to be happy. Repeat after me that.
Happy.
Purpose of life is?
Happy.
Repeat after me. Purpose of life is to be happy. How many agree with me? Okay, down. How many disagree? How many is really don't agree and I want to be unhappy? Let me see. I don't know how many. I want to be unhappy. You want to be unhappy? I can punch you. I can help you. And so our purpose of life is to be happy. You know how you can be happy? Now we have to learn that. That's very simple. If the court of a champion, if the internet works, it would be so good so that everybody can see clearly the meaning of purpose of life. Okay, repeat after me. How to be happy. When I am truthful. Okay, make everybody loud. When I am truthful, my heart is beautiful. When my heart is beautiful, everybody loves me. When everybody loves me, I'm happy. Agree? Is that simple? One more time. When I am truthful, my heart is beautiful. When my heart is beautiful, everybody loves me. When everybody loves me, I'm happy. Can you imagine? I'm sitting here and I know everybody hates me. How I feel? I'm a little bit behind the bar. Then sitting or standing in front of a bunch of people want to kill me, hate me. All right. How many can repeat what I just said? Okay. Come out here. Everybody can hear you. You come up. Okay. I don't want you to read the book.
When I'm truthful, my heart is beautiful, and when my heart is beautiful, everybody loves me, and when everybody loves me, I'm happy.
On the age 8, come out if you can say that. Under age 8, not 9 is not qualified. So you have to be 8 or younger. How old are you? Okay.
When I'm truthful, my heart is beautiful. When my heart is beautiful, everybody loves me. When everybody loves me, I'm happy.
Oh, great. How many of you parents are not here? No, the children. All your parents are here? If your mother or father didn't come today to listen to this seminar, when you go home, you ask your mother or father, Daddy, why do you live? Mommy, why do you live? They will be shocked. And if they don't understand, now you tell your mom and dad to repeat after you, or they will learn. Would you repeat one more time, opposite of one? When I am deceitful, my heart is ugly. When my heart is ugly, everybody hates me. When everybody hates me, I am miserable. Which one is your choice? First one or this one?
Number one, sir.
Yeah, but then sometimes in this wicked world, it is very, very hard not to lie, right? But you have to overcome that. But we can white lie. Now there is a lady really dressed up very, very ugly. You say, wow, your dress is good. You don't want to offend, but she thinks it's good, that's why she's there, right? And so white lie is exception. This world is built with truth, beauty, and love idea. You know, whenever you create something valuable, like airplane, you must have idea, right? If you want to make good money, you have to have a good idea. Same thing. God wants to build this beautiful world. He must have an idea. What is that idea? Truth, beauty, and love. That's why everybody wants to be truthful. Everybody wants to be beautiful. Everybody wants to be loved. You never heard, oh, I know too much truth. Nobody say that. You want to know truth as much as you want to learn, right? Nobody can say, oh, I'm too beautiful. Because you want to be as beautiful as you can be. Nobody say, oh, I'm sick of people loving me too much. Everybody wants to be loved as much as we can. So we were really created to love one another. That's why all the religious teaching, the central theme is love one another. I'm not trying to become religious. What I teach is not religion, it's the philosophy. But sometimes you have to touch the religion. Jesus' key teaching was to love one another. Love one another doesn't mean that Christian is loving with one another only among the Christians, no. Islam, same thing. All human beings are children of one same God, right?
Yes.
Creator. When everybody love one another in this planet, this is kingdom of heaven on earth, or it's utopia. When Jesus came, he didn't want to make just Christian kingdom of heaven. All humanity. Because everybody, every human being is children of God. And so, you practice loving one another in the studio first. And that practice, that habit, is practiced in home, in any other organization that you goes to. You just see many strangers every day, you love every one of them. And that's what really ultimate goal of this human society is. And so, everybody understood why you are living? Okay, let me ask you, if everybody loved one another, all 7 billion people love one another. Now, Obama loves Putin. Putin loves Obama. Then, do they need weapons?
No.
See, it's really, that's the way, only way we can solve the problem. And so, when Truthopia comes, everybody eliminate all the weapons in all 200 countries. You know how much money that is? Not only that, once they don't have weapons, they will not destroy each other. They will only build. Then everybody is happy as every rest of life. That society is called society of performing art. In other words, God created performing art society. Cooking is an art? Building a house is an art? How about farming? It's an art. So some people love to farm. Some people love to cook. Some people love to dress, make dress. And everybody is going really working hard to make a beautiful dress. I mean, really delicious food and a beautiful home. So hoping, I hope people will use my dress design. I hope people eat my food. I hope people live in my house. And so everybody's motivated to serve fellow men. This is Trutopia. This is the kingdom of heaven on earth. Nobody has to work. Because cooking is not work, it's an art. Making dress is not working, it's an art that we enjoy. How would you like to have that kind of society? Raise hand. I like to live in that kind of society. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, Trutopia. Really, there's nothing bigger philosophy than Trutopia on earth. And I am really proud I started this movement. It was a martial artist. And that's why I invented safety gear, you all remember, right? Because I don't want you to break your nose. You don't know how many million noses saved because of that. And we started the martial arts musical form because we are not here to fight. We are here to perform art. That's why we choreographed martial ballet, the American national anthem, Korean national anthem, Soviet national anthem, which is God Bless America. And I'm really leading martial arts toward performing arts.
How did it feel meeting Ronald Reagan?
Well, I was, special advisor to him in vocational education. There are about 14 people serving as the council. And I served under him, and I really met just once and shook a hand. And I didn't have really opportunity to really share my thought with him, but I know he was one of the greatest presidents we had.
It's an honor to meet you today. Sure. My question is regarding your art of performing music. Do you, you said you played music longer than Taekwondo. What age did you start playing? And you played fabulously your 3 harmonicas together. Do you read notes or do you play by ear? Did you ever have lessons? And how did you become interested in music?
Yes, I play by the ear. And if I know the tune in any song, then I can play automatically. Yeah, I love music, and I like to play harmonica, and then I play the ones with the Washington Symphony Orchestra in Washington.
Andre Rosenberg.
Who taught you Taekwondo?
I learned from Jhoon Goo Rhee, the master, the owner of the Jhoon Goo Rhee, is Grandmaster Lee Won Cook. But I didn't learn from him, but I learned from his students, Mr. Mr. Nam, Mr. Hyun, and several instructors. Okay, I want to speak loud and clear.
Why did you at Utopia, sir?
Why?
Why did you at Utopia?
Why do I like Utopia? Don't you want to be happy? Huh? You want to be happy? I want to see everybody on this planet is happy. That's why I like Utopia.
Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, who is your role model and who kept pushing you to keep continuing Taekwondo?
My role model now is myself. Yes. And true role model is all, died. They are George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and these people are my role model.
It's an honor to meet you, Grandmaster. My question is, with the philosophy of Utopia, some of the struggles that I have is, for myself, is when I speak the truth, not everybody's happy all the time. So how do you deal with that? Truth doesn't always make everyone happy. We want everyone to be happy, but sometimes, you can't make everybody happy. The truth hurts, I guess.
Well, everybody understand that. Yeah, it is. That's why nobody ever even dreamed to really have this kind of movement, because it's too difficult, and right now nobody believes it is possible. They are trying, still they really have a question, and to really realize Utopia. But there's no question in my mind that ultimate final destination of this human society is a Utopia. I'm not making that happen. He will. Understand?
Sir, I've heard I've seen a movie about Bruce Lee, and I've heard that when he tastes his blood, he goes crazy. Did he ever go crazy on you when you guys were practicing? Sir, I've heard a lot about Bruce Lee. When he tastes his blood, he goes crazy. When you guys were training together, did he ever go crazy on you?
Oh, no, Bruce Lee, I never had any really problem. He's not very easy person to make a friend. Very, really, he has his mind very, very strong and straight. And so anybody that he doesn't like, he just don't want to talk even. And so Bruce Lee is not, he really have millions and millions of fans, but he doesn't have many really close friends. And that's what you want to know.
Sir, two-part question. One, how did you meet Bruce Lee and where did you meet him?
Right, that's a good question. In 1964, he just started becoming star in Green Hornet. And he was in Washington, D.C., Channel 7. When I turned it on, Bruce Lee was there. You know, we were at the 1964 International Karate Championship by Ed Parker in Long Beach every year. And there we gave demonstrations each other. And he was very impressed by my demonstration. I was impressed by him. And so we started talking over the phone. And when he came, when I watched television, I called him and to meet and have lunch. And ever since then, whenever I have tournament, 1965, he became my guest of honor. And in 1966, in my tournament, or 65, I had 10,000 people came to my tournament. I mean, it is, in 1965, 10,000 audience in one tournament, that's impossible, almost impossible. The way I made it happen is Bruce Lee as a star. I made the posters and I put about 2-3 posters in every barber shop 3 months before the tournament. Who doesn't cut hair? Everybody come about 2-3 times before the tournament, right? And I gave free tickets to every barbershop owner, and that's how we made big turnout, and I made the money too.
Any more questions? Today's a perfect opportunity. Your name is?
Grandmaster Jhoon Goo Rhee, did you like any other sports when you were growing up?
Yes, I liked basketball and ping pong. I like ping pong and basketball, and at the University in San Marcos, I was champion in ping pong. In high school, I played in junior division of basketball. So basketball and ping pong is my favorite.
If you were to do, Grandmaster Junior, if you were to do a 2-on-2 tournament, who would you rather pick, Muhammad Ali or Bruce Lee?
He said if you had to pick a tournament against 2 people, who would you pick? Muhammad Ali or Bruce Lee?
For what?
Sparring.
Oh, that's a really good question. Bruce Lee really respected Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali also respected Bruce Lee very much, each other. Bruce Lee thought Muhammad Ali is better than Bruce Lee. And Muhammad Ali thought Bruce Lee is better than Muhammad Ali.
Hello, Mr. Jhoon Rhee, again. I just want to ask you a question. Was your movie a big success or not?
My movie?
Yeah, your movie. Let me just. It's in here, I think, but I think the name was it
when Taekwondo strikes?
Good question.
Good question. You know, I never played even in high school drama. So you can see how good movie star I could be. Sure enough, when Taekwondo strikes, played all over the world, but most length they played was 4 weeks, not more than that. Usually, most of them 2 weeks. I'm very sorry that it didn't really fly like Bruce Lee's movie, but my face don't look like Bruce Lee anyway.
Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, sir, do you still do Tae Kwon Do? And if you do, how much do you practice over the week if you do?
Well, until my shingle came, you know, I told you I was in bed for last 4 years. Until the shingle came, I worked out, I taught, you know, 1 hour for Congress, and I teach my school once a week in each school, and I practice my own in home 1 hour. 1 hour, you know, it's not how many hours you really train, how much you train in a given hour. That's more important.
Hi, Master Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee.
Loud and clear.
Hi, Master Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee. Well, I have 2 questions. Can you, well, not can you, how did you figure out what's like the true like life thing, happiness? How did you figure that out? And who got you the idea to get that?
How did you come up
Yeah,
with it?
I always was really, I was a Christian and in church, and what ministers trying to preach us and the way we live is so different. And but I tried to live what I was preached, and then I was kind of disappointed in the Christianity practice. The many ministers even contradicting so much, and so and I try to do something the ministers are not doing. That's how I come up with the Trutopia.
Hello, Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, sir. First of all, I would like to say thank you. I'm very grateful that you came. And what belt were you when you had to stop Taekwondo for, yeah?
I never stopped.
Or when you had to pause? When you had to pause?
When you, 4 years ago when you paused.
Oh. 10th degree black belt. Let me say, I was 9th degree black belt, and in Oklahoma, Taekwondo school invited me and another fellow Korean. He's about 10 years younger than me, and he was introduced to 10th degree, and I was introduced 9th degree. And I know he was already, should be about 7 or 6. And he was introduced by the host, 10th degree black belt. And nobody's promoting me to 10th. So after that, next day when I went home, I promoted myself to 10th.
So, when you played the harmonica, what was your favorite song to play?
What was your favorite song for the harmonica?
The song that I played on DVD, that's my favorite. And Blue Danny is my favorite. And Skater's Waltz. In all this, Johann Strauss wants the music. They are my favorite.
Excuse me, so how long did it take for you to become a black belt?
Well, you're going to embarrass me. I started in 1946, and I became black belt in 1952. So it took 6 years. Very, very slow learner. I was not really, when I was born, I was not really well coordinated. And I was really sick, and I catch cold easily. And I wasn't born with a really tough physical condition. And everything I made was my choice, my practice, and my hard work. It really gave me the coordination even. And during my teaching in the US, I wasn't really sick too often. Very healthy.
It's great to meet you, Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee. I was wondering, have you ever lost a fight?
I never lost because I never fought. Well, I had one street fight when I was very young, and I won that. But then I never go to the place where fighting can happen. And you don't go those places. And I'm a nice guy, so nobody pick on me. So never had the chance to fight really.
Two-part question, sir. When you came to the United States for the first time, it was 1956. Who brought you out here, and what made you come out?
American government, because I came here for military training program. So U.S. government and Korean government jointly gave me the chance to visit America. And then during 6 months training, in order to come to America, to go to school, college, university, you have to find a sponsor. And during 6 months, I found the sponsor. It's a very interesting story in the book. So you may read, when you read, you will know it.
Also, last question. Did you come out by yourself to the United States for the first time? And how did your parents react when you wanted to leave South Korea to come to the United States?
My parents was really shocked because that time anybody going to U.S. for any reason is really almost impossible dream. And I came, and when I sit in the plane, I pinched my leg. It's a dream or it's a real? And it was real. And yeah, my parents were very, very impressed. And on top of that, and about 7 years later, I was in Korean newspaper, and all the time that I'm teaching U.S. Congress U.S. Washington Post, and a lot of big stories coming out, and that goes in Korea, and that opened up many taekwondo schools, because all the young people say, oh, if I do taekwondo, I can go to U.S. and can be successful like Jhoon Rhee. And so I made taekwondo school popular in Korea. And I made many people come to U.S. to teach taekwondo. Today, there are 60 million taekwondo practitioners around in 200 countries. And that is a lot of numbers, isn't it? 60 million.
Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, sir. Apart from the U.S., where did you expand Taekwondo?
Say it again.
Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, sir. Apart from the U.S., where did you expand Taekwondo?
He wanted to know, besides the United States, where did you expand Taekwondo?
Good question. With South America and Africa. My student went there, and in former Soviet Union. And I gave 18 hours a day, 11 hours seminar. That's I think the longest seminar anybody gave, right? Can you imagine 18 hours a day for 11 days? There were about 87 people joined, and 82 graduated, and many of them have their private clubs, and they all changed the name of the school to Jhoon Rhee School. So we have about 60 or 65 Jhoon Rhee schools in former Soviet Union.
Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, how old were you when you started Taekwondo?
Yeah, I told you I was 14.
Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee, how long, when you taught Muhammad Ali the acupunch, how long did it take him to actually learn it?
Oh, I went several months, in the weekend, Deer Lake training camp in Pennsylvania. That's the Muhammad Ali's training camp. And then it didn't take really much time. The definition of acupuncture is that you punch. When you decided, you already punched. There's no time gap between decision and an action. That's the body and mind punch. That's what acupuncture. So you can train like that too. Okay, so you're talking again. So come over here. No, you. You. Here. Okay, now I want to try to punch my hand. This is the train, okay? I'm trying. Hand right there. Only one. One you're going to punch. Punch.
Oh.
See, this is what you train, and how to really catch your opponents. Your opponents don't have. And see, right now I cannot do it, but before the shingle, then I can punch anybody and anytime. got it? Okay, this is the
Okay,
last one.
Last question.
Grandmaster, what was the hardest part about learning Taekwondo?
Making your determination. Really you want to learn. When you really want, when you like it, it's not hard. So, no, I think we're gonna end the questions right there. And I thank you very much for your coming, and I know everybody brought the book for me to sign the book. So I will let me go.
Yes, please. Okay. All right, everybody give Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee a round of applause, please. Come on, everybody stand up. Go. All four $20. There you go. His name's Leland. He'll sign it for you personally.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, my name is R. Singh. I'm a student here at All-Pro Tae Kwon Do. I'm here to get my book signed by Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee.
My name is Tate, and I'm a student here at All-Pro Tae Kwon Do, and I'm ready to get my book signed by Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee.
Hi, I'm Debbie Goodman, and this is Martial Arts Mania. I'm in Los Gatos, California with Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee and his lovely bride, Mrs. Rhee. She is just you've got a wonderful lady there.
Oh, thank you. I'm very lucky, yes.
Yes. How long have the two of you been together?
18 years.
18 years.
Yes,
How did you meet?
We met at the office. Yeah, I had my office, and she used to attend learning acupuncture.
Oh, okay.
And it was next door, so she was passing through, and she was very attractive. So I asked her to join and talk a little bit, and we became friends.
Oh, that's
and then, in fact, when Ronald Reagan was shot, she was a nurse at the George Washington University Hospital for him. And Ronald Reagan told her, "What are you? What do you mean? What party do you belong to?" "Nothing. I want to be Republican." So she became Republican, and she was the chairman for Korean Republican Party in our community. And Congressman Tom Davis, I don't know whether you heard of it, and for his fundraising, I gave a speech. And she asked me, I donated some campaign fund, and that's the beginning of our relationship.
Well, that's wonderful. I love those meant-to-be meetings. So, and you have a daughter?
Well, I have a daughter who is sitting right next to me, and she is now a psychoanalyst.
That's great.
You got a PhD, and I have another daughter in Seattle, married some official in Boeing, and she's doing fine. And I have my older son, 58 years old, and he was assistant secretary of state of Virginia in Commerce.
Wow!
Until 4 years ago. And my younger son just took over my business.
That's great.
Taekwondo.
Well, so all of your children are very successful.
Oh, yes.
And so did you teach all of them Taekwondo?
Yes.
Okay.
My oldest one didn't really get interested in, so she wanted to be just a housewife, and so I didn't really force her to take Taekwondo.
I studied a little bit of Taekwondo. My style was Kung Fu. But there's a marvelous Taekwondo instructor in Fresno by the name of Sean Lee. Very, very nice man. He also teaches Tai Chi. on the side. So, but he runs us through those Taekwondo warm-ups, and I mean, they're very intense.
I think, let's see, what's his name? The movie scriptwriter, very famous, Towering Inferno. Who was that?
I can't think right now, but one of my favorite movies is called Best of the Best, and it's about the American Taekwondo team versus the Korean Taekwondo team. And actually, a couple of my friends were in the movie.
Yeah, the Simon Rhee.
Simon Rhee and Philip Rhee.
Philip Rhee, yeah.
And James Liu.
Yeah.
James Liu is one of my favorites.
Their father is my good friend. We are same age.
Well, you same name too.
LA, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I have yet to interview Philip and Simon yet, but I'm hoping to get to interview them sometime soon.
Well, if you do, then you say hello to me.
I certainly will. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you very much.
And it was so nice to meet you. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.